Jai Shri Krishna. This is chapter 2, shloks 8 and 9. Shlok 8. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudhyat yachokkamuchoshanamindriyanam avapya bhuma vasapatnamriddham rajyam suranam apicadhipatyam. Transliteration. I am unable to find any means of driving away this anguish that is drying up my senses. Even if I win a prosperous and unrivaled kingdom on earth, or gain sovereignty like the celestial gods, I will still not be able to dispel this grief. The peak of Arjun's grief. In this shlok, we see Arjun at the pinnacle of his dilemma. The utter words that he chooses to speak show the desperation and helplessness that he was enduring at the moment. By renouncing a heavenly afterlife and the honor of a valiant Kshatriya, it is evident that Arjun has let his emotions completely overcome him. At this point, he is in no position to make any decisions whatsoever, and the only option he has, which we will explain later in this video, is surrendering onto the divine embodiment of God, Lord Krishna. Desperation of Arjun for inaction. As mentioned before, Arjun expresses his desperation by saying that he will not kill any of the Kauravas, even if it means he must renounce a place in heaven after death and an honorable name to go down in history. These and many other aspects show how clouded his judgment is. Arjun is making these fake and empty statements due to his helplessness, things that he will not keep his word to later. These empty promises are merely a reaction to his confused and delusional state of mind. What should we do when immersed in total grief? In our own lives, we find ourselves in the same situation as Arjun, a confused and delusional state of mind with no sense of reasoning or calm thinking. This could be going into an important test or exam or an interview. Often, when going into these important obstacles in our lives, we tend to panic and get nervous. These emotions, along with others, cause a sense of cloudiness, much like Arjun was experiencing on the battlefield of Kurakesha. In this situation, we need to pray and surrender onto the Supreme Lord and ask Him for guidance through this emotional dilemma. Shlok 9. Sanjay Uvacha एवमुक्तः ऋषिकेशं गुड्डाकेशपरन्तपः नायोत्स्य इति गोविन्दम् उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः. Transliteration. Sanjay said, having thus spoken, Kurakesha, that chastiser of enemies, addressed Hershey Govind, I shall not fight, and became silent. Meaning of Kurakesha and Parantapaha. Parantapaha is the killer of the enemies. This title is being given to Arjun because he killed so many demons. Lord Krishna is also explaining to Arjun that even though he has killed so many enemies, he must not lose to the one inside himself. The literal meaning of Kurakesha is conqueror of sleep. This name was given to Arjun because he would be always waking and be ready to fulfill his duties and constantly serve the Lord. He would meditate on the Lord for months without sleep or food, thus conquering all sleep and focusing on what matters the most, the Supreme Lord. This quality was also demonstrated during his early childhood days in Gurukul, where when everyone was sleeping, and Arjun would stay up all night in order to train and practice archery. This name also refers to someone with curly hair. Our inner enemies versus Arjun's final answer. Our ego, emotion, lust, etc. are emotions that basically cloud our judgment. Ego is a person's overconfidence to the point that one believes he or she is the best. Indulging too much in our emotions causes us to lose our Vivek Buddhi because we are overwhelmed in thoughts of emotions. Vivek Buddhi is ability to make right and wrong decisions. Lust is a craving or desire for something and we can't get it out of our mind. Once our mind is in a fixed mindset, it is unable to think of anything, whether right or wrong, etc., but it just wants that thing. They take away our ability of mind and cause us to take unprecedented steps. They take away our stability of mind and cause us to take unprecedented steps. Arjun gave a strong and final answer of not fighting and waited for Krishna's response. This influx of emotion can cause many poor decisions and bad thoughts on his part. He felt very emotional about killing members of his own family. He didn't think any further because this thought blocked his mind. Before killing his outer enemies, the Kauravas, he must kill his inner enemies. Then he will be able to think clearly about why he should fight the war with a stable mind. Why was Lord Krishna quiet? Lord Krishna knows what Arjun has to do and what his actions must be, but he is choosing not to simply dictate this to Arjun. Krishna already knows what is right and wrong since he is the Supreme Lord, so he wants to guide and explain to Arjun what is right and wrong. Do take note that Arjun is only a regular person and does not yet know that Lord Krishna is a supreme being. Instead of taking over Arjun's decisions, he takes Arjun through the process and allows him to think for himself. Time for a mini quiz now. What is the meaning of Vivek Buddhi? Make sure to check out the beginning of this video for the answer and comment your answer in the comment section below. The correct answer will also be stated in the description below the video. So next, we will be having our Chapter 2 Shloka explanation coming up.